Well, welcome again, everybody, to the HireMyVA Team and Business Building Podcast, where we help you to reclaim your freedom through hiring and thriving with virtual assistants without breaking the bank, without breaking your bank. And I am Dave Braun, and I'm here with my partner, great friend, partner in this, Larry Broughton. How you doing, Larry?
Hello, David. How are you?
I'm doing fantastic.
What a week it's been, man.
Yeah, crazy. Life just
I know. But
keeps
I
going.
just want you to know, say it publicly. I love you. I am glad you're in my life. And yeah, you just need to know that.
Well,
Thank
thank
you.
you. Thank
Yeah.
you. And I'm glad you are too. Looking
Yep.
forward to our next Wednesday night meeting, huh?
Yeah. Let's do it. Yep.
All right. Well, without further ado, here is our next question that we've had and thought that's really kind of a false belief.
Ooh, another one of these. What is it?
This is so
nice.
foreign to me. Who am I to do this? Meaning, managing folks and hiring
Oh,
people and leading. I mean, it's so foreign to me. Who am I to do this?
you're right. This is kind of more of a mental block again. We had a similar one
Yeah.
recently about this too, right? How about if we reframe that thinking, that stinking thinking? Who are you not to do this?
That's right.
Why not you?
Absolutely.
I've done some pretty nutty things in my life, whether it was earning a black belt in martial arts or going into the Green Berets. And you know what? And both were like way beyond what I thought my ability really was. Because I struggle sometimes with imposter syndrome a little bit, like, who am I?
Yeah.
But what I need to train my thinking is why not me? And
Mhm.
if someone else has done it, it can be done.
That's right. Yeah.
So
I mean,
why not me?
mhm.
Am I the smartest person? No. Do I have the most resources? No. Do I have the best network? No. Did I go to the best schools? No. But sometimes the person who just grinds it out more than anybody else, sometimes it's the last person standing,
Mhm.
right? That success finds, right? And we're learning about this in this economy that we're in right now, right? So why not you? Truly, why not you? Just don't give up. But I don't want people to get stuck in this. For a while, every meme you'd see on social media was never quit, right?
Oh yeah.
And I get that. I get that mentality about being tenacious. But sometimes you need to separate that thinking about never quit with enough is enough,
Yes.
right? There's a subtle nuance there. And we can talk about that in the community, which, by the way, I think one of the most important elements, one of the most valuable elements of this whole program is the community. So I love that people are asking these questions. But Dave, I'm going to hand it over to you before I kind of filibuster this whole thing.
Filibuster.
I know
love
how
it.
I go. I
I'm
know
like,
how
I
I
didn't
am.
know. I didn't know you were a senator. Well, the question is, this is so foreign to me,
Yeah.
and that just triggered in my mind the fact that there's so many things that were foreign to me, foreign to everybody. It's like you're a
Mhm.
baby. When you're a baby, walking was foreign to you,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
You got up and you stumbled and got bruised, but you kept going.
Mm-hmm.
Riding a bike was, and driving a car. I mean,
Right.
so many things were foreign. I mean, even starting this podcast, right? You got to
Right.
do it the first time. It was foreign, and you get
Yeah.
a little bit of help. You get some mentors along the way, and
Yeah.
it's not foreign after a while.
Yeah.
So, what ends up happening, I think, and we talk about this in the course, and I'll just do it really briefly here,
Yeah.
is that there's a mental shift that we've got to make when we're learning, and we've got to really realize where we're at and be uncomfortable with most of those stages. So like
Yeah.
and I remember I think it was Noah St. John and a couple of other folks, maybe Jack Canfield, talked about this. I give credit where credit's due. And they say
Yeah.
really where we start off when we're learning something is we start off with unconscious incompetence,
That's right.
meaning we don't have a clue what we don't know. It looks easy. So I remember when we talk about driving a car, I remember as a kid, my dad would drive and, oh my gosh, Dad, you're driving terrible. I could drive better than you. And I'm like 13 or 14,
Yeah.
a teenager who thinks he knows everything, right?
Yeah.
I was unconsciously incompetent. I didn't know how difficult it was. Well, then guess what happened when I get behind the wheel the first time? I'm like, oh my gosh,
Sweaty.
yeah, I'm like, I now I know what I don't know. It's like, wait a second, I got to put on the gas. I was learning how to drive a stick shift.
Yeah.
So when you put the clutch in, put on the gas, you gotta, shift the thing. You gotta turn your blinkers on, look in the mirror, seatbelt. I mean, oh my gosh, there's so many things to think about.
Yeah.
Right. Well, then after a little bit, after you practice and you learn with a mentor, of course, you start feeling, hey, I think I know what I'm doing, but
Yeah.
you still have to think about it, right?
Mm-hmm.
You still have to think about, okay, let me go through my mental checklist of doing this, this, and this, and this.
Right.
But then pretty soon over the course of time, driving a car, you become unconsciously competent,
Mm-hmm.
meaning you just get in the car and your brain is thinking about other things, but then unconsciously your subconscious takes over, and then you automatically look in the mirror and start the car and all that kind of stuff, and you don't even think about it. So you
Mm-hmm.
become unconsciously competent, but that takes a little bit of time. At the beginning, it's all foreign to you, but once you invest the time with
Right.
proper mentoring, you will get to that point where you can become unconsciously competent.
Yeah. Those neural pathways have to be created.
Yeah.
Right. And you're right. And that just comes from doing it over and over and over and over again. And
Yeah.
it's the same in sports. It's learning how to drive a car. Same thing in business. Same
Yeah.
thing.
And I
Same thing.
think one of the important things to do, though, is you want to make sure you create good habits, meaning you want to do it the right way over and over and over again.
Well,
Because if you
isn't
do it
that the
the
truth?
wrong
Like,
way over and over again, you're creating bad habits.
well, do you remember when Tiger Woods, he wanted to change his swing, right? He'd won all these championships, and then something happened, and so decided he was going to change his swing, and he accepted, hey, these next 2 years, I'm going to suck, but I had to make this investment in the long term,
Mm-hmm.
right? And so it's not easy, and it is part of the problem, David, when we learn things on our own. And I've got the same problem. I learned things the wrong way, but it was good enough.
Yeah,
right?
That's a great point.
But then when I got a mentor, I had to change those bad habits.
Yes.
Right. If I wanted to actually go to the next level, which meant it was going to be difficult. I was probably my performance was going to lag for some period of time.
Yeah. Oh,
you do me a favor. Read the question one more time for me.
So the thinking is, this is so foreign to me. Who am I to do this?
Yeah. Right.
Oh,
yeah.
Let me give you an example of something as one of my mentors. It's like, I totally disagree with them on this, is that, so many people before going on the camera, they're very uncomfortable, right? It's like, oh, the last thing I want to do is appear on camera. I don't want to take videos of myself. Right. So some of the people in this group that I was in, and they were saying, well, how do you handle it? And some of them say, well, I just never watch myself. So I just do it and I'm done with it. And I'm like, really? You never get any feedback on what you're doing? That didn't make any sense to me. You're in business. You want to improve what you do. You want to be better. Shouldn't you at some point, maybe you don't have to watch what you're doing, but you have somebody watch what you're doing, right?
Yeah. I think you have to watch. This is my personal opinion. It's like watching the tapes after a football game. If you've ever played football, right? You got to go back and watch the tapes. What do they call it nowadays? They don't do tapes anymore. Watch the videos or whatever it is of the previous game. I know that it hurts to watch it, but it's like anything. The more you do it, the more comfortable you get with it. And you'll find that over time, you can actually detach from it and see, oh, I used to do that all the time. I used to go back and analyze the keynote speeches they did and listen to the audience. Oh, they responded exactly how I thought they were going to, or that one absolutely landed flat. That was a waste. Got to rework that, right? Sometimes we have to coach ourselves, right? But who am I? Well, why not you?
I agree.
Why not you?
Yeah,
you got this. What's that?
And it can be them. Yeah, it can be you. Why not?
It can be. Yeah. My twin brother and I used to, and he still does martial arts, but we used to talk about this all the time with our students. And that is this: only those who can see the invisible can do the impossible.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Well, what does that mean? You got to have vision. And so if you say, why not me? When you're already putting a threshold on your performance, but if you say, why not me? Why can't I be standing on that top rung of the martial arts tournament? You know, why not? Why can't this be a success? Why not me? Other people have done it. I can do it too.
Yeah.
And so I love this question, although it's not specifically about hiring a VA, but it's more about mindset and about success. These are powerful questions. And I'm just going to encourage you. Why not you? Someone else has done it.
Yeah, we've had people in our program who had zero experience, nothing, and who had actually failed at things before, but they came to us and now they're doing well.
In so many areas, and not just on hiring a VA, but having a successful relationship with their spouse, overcoming dependencies, right? I mean, you and I had a conversation regarding a past coaching client, and without giving it away, who attributes the coaching program to saving his life, saving his marriage, right? Because a lot of it's right up here, or right between here, right between your ears, right? So why not you? Why not you? Just think about the legacy that you're creating here. Stop the stinking thinking.
All right. Anything else, sir?
No, I don't think so. I got sidetracked. I'm sorry, people.
No. That's good. That's good. I need that reminder too all the time. You know, that's one of the great things about doing this podcast with you is like, we're talking about stuff. It's like reminding myself, I need to get rid of my stinking thinking. There's other things that I need to think about is why can't I do that? I'm limiting myself, artificially limiting myself.
Yeah. I can't even, I've lost count of the number of times that you and I are talking on these podcasts and I write myself a little note like, oh yeah, I used to do that. Why am I not doing that any longer?
Maybe, I need to go listen to the podcast again.
This is good for me too. So thanks for keeping asking these questions. And I'm going to encourage you, no matter where you're finding this, if you're part of the HireMyVA family, go to the community, ask these questions, and serve other people, because there are a lot of people who are asking questions, and sometimes, you know, Dave, you and I will respond and no one else will. Serve, help other people. Something happens to our life, to the universe, to the stars, when we serve other people first. I almost got sidetracked there, but help other people with their problems. And then when you're having a challenge, you'll find that if people are willing to come help you as well. So go to the community. I think that's one of the most powerful elements of this entire program. And I'm glad that this topic came up. So Dave, thank you. Great. I appreciate you that you are like developing the program and said, Larry, we got to do this. I said, yeah, you're right. And that you are just showing so much leadership in this. So thank you, brother. I appreciate you.
You're welcome. And it's a lot of fun, and people really do need to get freedom, and I need to get it too, you know?
Oh, yeah, exactly.
Absolutely. We all do.
Yep.
Well, thank you folks for joining us today. Remember though, that building a team is the way to reclaim your freedom. Right. And of course, we're here to help you. Larry talked about our course, the community. We are here for you guys.
Yep.
Right now, we'd love you to do 3 things though, and we'd really appreciate it if you do it really quickly. Number 1, subscribe to the podcast if you haven't done it. All right.
Ding.
And number 2, give us a rating, and we'd love it if it'd be a 5-star rating, but of course it doesn't have to be.
Yes,
but number, or we'll come and get you through this podcast. Then number 3, go to HireMyVA.com for more information on our course and community. You can see all that you would get in it. You can see, you can hear about some stuff with people. Just go to it. You can get all kinds of information there. So remember though, even without experience, you'll learn how to prepare for, hire, and thrive, which is really the most important part of our course, Thrive with Virtual Assistants. Larry and I are continuing to help folks. We love these questions. Keep them coming. We'd love to help you too. And we only do that by you guys giving us our questions. So give us questions, folks. Yep. But anyway, just go to HireMyVA.com for more information and for the latest and greatest.
Yeah, and I love this question this week. So do yourself a favor, do the world a favor, go do something significant today. All right, folks, go get them.
Bye.
Bye.